I'm Dr. Tobi. Welcome to the Rehab Mobile channel. In this video, I want to help you. If you want to get rid of sciatica, then you want to check out this routine that I'm going to show you, because this is what we've used to help hundreds of patients to make a full recovery from their sciatica. And these are some of the basic things that you can do. You may be somebody who's had that pain going down the back of your leg, and it becomes very achy or aggravating throughout the day. And maybe you sit for long periods of time, and trying to get up is when you start to feel it the most. Or maybe when you're standing for long periods, or you're a truck driver, or you're somebody who works a desk job or different things of that nature. There are a lot of people whose jobs sometimes lead them to develop this sciatica, and we're going to go right into what things you can do right now to help you start finding some relief. By the way, we are a channel that helps you to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile, and we upload videos pretty much every day. So hit the subscribe button so you can get more videos to help you live your best life, have the best health without pain medications, injections, or surgery. All right, let's get right into today's video, because I want to help you with sciatica. Let's go. All right, so sciatica can be really tough to deal with, and there are a lot of people whose, like I said, jobs often tend towards them having or developing sciatica for various reasons. Your sciatica can come from, a lot of the times, that piriformis muscle right by your hip, and sometimes it can come from a little bit higher in your spine. Your sciatic nerve is the nerve or the continuation of your spinal cord, and it begins to divide off into our lower part of our leg and innervates a lot of our muscles. And so at different points, that nerve can get pinched, and during that different points in that pathway, as it gets pinched, you start to experience certain nerve type of symptoms: sharp, radiating, tingling, numbness. Those kind of sensations begin to be a problem. One of the things that you can simply do is, this is a low-hanging fruit thing. If you're somebody who sits a lot for your job, applying the 20-2 rule, so every 20 minutes, getting up and moving around for about 2 minutes can be very, very helpful to keep that area of your, not only your spine, but also of the muscles in your posterior part of your leg, like your hamstrings and your glutes, keeping them nice and mobile to keep them spacious. When they get nice and tight, what happens is they begin to compress that nerve, and you start to feel that discomfort. So the 20-2 rule is really important. It can be helpful for you if you're somebody who sits a lot. Maybe you're a truck driver and you drive a lot, and you start to feel that pain in your hip. Well, moving and getting up as much as possible is going to be helpful. And even just as much as you can within your chair or in your seat, moving your legs around can be very beneficial. Now, if you're somebody who has a massage ball or you don't, you can get one. And one of the good things that you can do is massage that area. So assuming that maybe you have a desk job, one of the things that you can do is you can use a chair, or if you're at home, you can sit down and put some pressure on that area. And so it's pretty intense, but finding that tender spot and moving it around, you can go on and off, can be very helpful. Now, some people who are older may say, well, I really can't get on the ground. And so one of the things that you can do is utilize a chair, or do this at your desk if you have one of these massage balls. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So again, what you can do here is take this, put it right under that rear, and move around. You can even just hold it. If you find that spot, hold it. Maybe start for about 30 seconds, go off, do it for another 30 seconds. You may only be able to tolerate 10 seconds or 15 seconds, but do what you can tolerate. This is a good starting point. And the truth is that sometimes where people think the pain is coming from is not where the pain is coming from. And this is where is what we call referred pain. So you may have the pain coming from right here and think this is the culprit. You may think it's right under where these hamstrings are, and that's where you feel the most intense or localized pain, but the pain is actually coming from somewhere further up. And so a couple of things I'm going to show you will help to kind of target in a more comprehensive way what's going on. So the other thing that you can really do, it's what's called a single knee to chest mobilization. And what you're going to do is you'd be on your back or on your bed. Again, some people can't get off the floor when they are on the floor if you're a little bit older. One of the things you can do is, let's say this is the leg that has sciatica. I'm going to bring this knee to my chest. I'm using my hands to hold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick my leg up. As you can see, my hamstrings are pretty tight. I can't really move it very much, but I'm going to kick it up. As I kick it, pointing my ankle down and back down. I just want to do this about 10 times. Yep. What we're doing here is we're helping to glide that nerve, kind of floss it, and help it to reduce tension and kind of get through the canals that it has to move around or move through, and kind of widen them a little bit. So this will feel good. So especially if you have some discomfort here, again, this is going to kind of help you target the multiple areas of where that nerve travels through, because the nerve goes all the way down to our foot. And so at different points, it can be pinched, but this is going to be helpful for relief. So again, glide it in, doing about 10 times. Now with a nerve glide like this, you don't want to do it too many times, especially in consecutively. The maximum I would say is like 15, because you can aggravate the nerve if you overstretch it. So 10 times, 15 times, kind of the max that we do with our patients. But again, this is for the purposes of your education. If you want something prescriptive that's specific to help you deal with what you have going on, the best way is to click the link in our description, because that's going to be very, very helpful for you. Now let's show you the next thing you can do in your chair. If you're maybe at the office, have some discomfort and pain, it's called a lumbar flexion stretch. But what we're really targeting is not just our lower back or our lumbar muscles. What you're going to do is go all the way down, try to have your legs spread out between you, and this can be very, very helpful for you. And one of the ways that we can also now make this even more effective, depending on, again, assuming I have the right-sided discomfort, I'm going to move towards my opposite side. I'm going to go this way toward this leg and just lean that way, kind of side bent and rotate it a little bit. Other thing I can also do is come to this side now. Feel more of a little stretch there too. And so you can do more of a center approach, more of a side to side approach, whichever one kind of helps you to target that area the best. And again, depending on what you have going on in the root issue of it, that may determine what's going to be most effective for you. So these are a couple of great things that you can do. Last thing I'm going to show you is, again, an exercise to kind of target that whole entire canal where the nerve passes. What you're going to do is kick that leg out, sit up at the edge of the chair nice and tall, point your toes back toward you, keep your back nice and straight, and go down. And this one is extremely helpful for so many people, and you're going to feel a nice intense stretch coming all the way down here. If any of these cause an increase of pain, that's an indication that you should stop and get help and talk to a physical therapist. And if these are not extremely helpful for you, that's okay. That just means that there may be something else that you need to address to target your root issue. Most of the times I always have to explain to patients that the root issue is the most important thing, addressing why you're having that pain. And most of the time, if you just get an x-ray or MRI, they're not going to maybe see too much, or they're not going to necessarily be able to tell you exactly why that pain has occurred, or why you have a change in your disc, or why you have arthritis that's causing radiating pain, or why that's happening. And so as experts of physical therapy and musculoskeletal conditions and neurological conditions, we're able to do assessments and tests that give you the specific reasons why you're having that condition, or why your body has developed that condition over time. And so you can, again, hit the link in our description to get in contact with us. But one of the things you do here is you sit up nice and tall, lean forward, keep that back straight. You're going to feel that stretch going all the way down your leg. Make sure your ankle is not pointed down. Make sure it's pointed back, and lean forward, holding that position. Again, start with what you can tolerate, 10 seconds 3 times, then do 15 seconds 3 times, 30 seconds 3 times, things of that nature. It's a great way to start off. And again, the positive sign is that it starts off intense, gets better over the sets or reps that you do, and that's going to be really beneficial for you. So if you found this video helpful, like it and let us know in the comments what was most helpful or beneficial for you about this video. Share it with somebody else who can benefit from it. And thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.